protecting American citizens and American businesses who face a major national security challenge. North Koreans are taking American jobs and they're stealing cryptocurrency from American owners of said cryptocurrency. Meanwhile, too many countries are failing to implement UN sanctions designed to prevent exactly this sort of activity. A North Korean IT worker can live in Laos, steal the identity of a Ukrainian online, and then use that identity to defraud a US company into hiring them, often for remote jobs with salaries in the hundreds of thousands of dollars range. North Korea then turns around and uses the money it steals through these operations to fund the unlawful development of weapons of mass destruction, nuclear bombs, for example, and ballistic missiles with which to target the United States and our allies. This is one of many North Korean cybercrime schemes the United States and our partners, through the Multilateral Sanctions Monitoring Team, or MSMT, uncovered in a report we released last October, and I brought my own very dog-eared version of this report right here. This report contains nearly 140 pages of previously non-public information about the DPRK's cyber and IT worker programs. This information should aid UN member states in fulfilling their obligations to implement UN sanctions. We're in fact very grateful to hear that some countries, such as Pakistan and Argentina, have already taken measures based on the information in this report. However, North Korean cyber actors and IT workers have continued their malicious activities. The MSMT estimated that by September of 2025, the DPRK had stolen approximately $1.6 billion, that's billion with a B, dollars in cryptocurrency in the first 3 quarters of 2025 alone. And then since the report's release, we think that by the end of 2025, they got up to a total number for the year of over $2 billion. So today, the United States and our partners are sounding the alarm. Along with our 10 MSMT partners, that's Australia, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, South Korea, Netherlands, New Zealand, and the UK, we'll be holding an event later on at the UN to discuss how to tackle this problem. And we're going to be joined at this event by top experts from US and global tech companies, including Google Threat Intelligence Group, Palo Alto Networks, Sequoia.io, Chain Analysis, and Upwork. Collaboration with the private sector is key to this initiative, and we're thankful to have so many companies working with us hand in glove to protect not just themselves and other companies, but everyday citizens from North Korea's malicious activities. Tackling this problem requires a global effort. Sorry to say, North Koreans aren't only targeting American citizens and American companies. According to the report, over 40 countries have been victimized or otherwise involved in cryptocurrency theft, IT worker fraud, identity theft, and other criminal and fraudulent acts orchestrated by North Korean cyber actors and IT workers. MSMT is committed to providing actionable information that will help these countries and others implement UN sanctions and put a stop to North Korea's abuse of the digital ecosystem. Countries like Russia and China in particular need to implement UN Security Council resolutions to put a stop to North Korea's activities. And let me be clear, the activities that I'm describing today and the activities described in much greater detail in the actual report, which I hope all of you will take a look at, are not the entrepreneurial efforts of North Korean individuals seeking to better their lives or the lives of their family members. No. These are coordinated activities orchestrated by the North Korean party state, often directly by North Korean military actors, who evade US and UN sanctions to fund North Korea's efforts to target the United States and others with unlawful weapons of mass destruction and ballistic missiles. And North Korea cannot argue that these weapons are simply a deterrent. Since 2023, we know North Korea has unlawfully transferred several dozen ballistic missiles to Russia, which in turn has used them offensively to strike Ukrainian territory, including Kyiv, where they've killed civilians and undermined President Trump's efforts to broker peace between Russia and Ukraine. Now, President Trump has been clear several times that he remains ready to engage with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. The United States, first and foremost, believes that peaceful resolution is the best way to address tensions on the Korean Peninsula. And we believe dialogue is really the only path to obtaining sustainability. But at the same time, We do not intend to stand idly by while North Korea preys on American companies and American citizens and those of our partners and allies and engages in elaborate transnational criminal schemes to secure U.S. dollars. We're going to continue working with our private sector friends, with our allies and partners in the MSMT and with others to protect U.S. companies, to protect the U.S. financial system, to protect American citizens, and while doing so, to advance the UN Security Council mandate to ensure international peace and security. Thank you very much, and look forward to your questions.
Thank you, sir.
Daphne, please.